to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party. I'm just pouring my. Don't get faced that before, so I live it up. When a come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Block of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new way.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Bears going up against the Giants.
And yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. For Jordan Howard, and heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 34-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here we go now.
Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they run with Howard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They run with Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flush to his right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now Howard, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Flushed out right and incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
A play fake. Now Webb. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Shift together here from the D-line. They run with a fifth-round man, Paul Perkins. Yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Leopard! Here we go now. Gone!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Then he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
get
this
a little
time?
closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 73 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. And in this weather, and I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether we'll wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you're
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jonathan Bullard in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw on second down, here's Webb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Howard. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And some room to run now. And they're able to get get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Now Trubisky on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
No, Jack, Patriot. Over. No, Jack. Here we go.
Here's Gallman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. It's Webb. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 42 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Webb now. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They'll run again here with Gallman. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
This is Gallman, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Off play action. Webb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that'll be
Incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Deion Sims has tied in the intended target. And now it's second down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Bust through the tackle. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
Sure. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They go play action. Trubisky forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Webb. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. first and 10. Webb. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I got a left. Single receiver. Watch it now. Single receiver. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch the edge.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Webb. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Pernell McPhee coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down, Webb. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. No. Check.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Off play action. Webb. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Now Gallman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Here we go now.
On first down, it's Webb. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. Here's Webb. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a good gain. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Let's go.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Counter with Howard. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On the gig, running right is Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Running with Howard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
Here's Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costless.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down. Webb, he finds his target, Beckham. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly.
Again, left side to Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Gallman will run it. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason.